Say ready. If you have your notepads and you got your pens in hand, say ready. I can promise you I am going to cover a number of things that many of you may not have really knew or understand. But as I'm training on today, I want you to understand this, that I want you to follow up and I want you to literally do some research on what I'm saying. Is everybody with me? Make sure you're doing the research on what I'm saying after the fact. I will give you many places that you can go to and go behind me because I only have 1 hour to cover everything that I want to cover. But how many of y'all know it takes more than 1 hour to learn this business, right? All right. So, getting started with this understanding, getting started with this business, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing you must do before you can get started in a business is what? Anybody can tell me what that is? Watch this. Before you can get started in the business, you must get what? The Bible even says it. It says, before you do anything, get what? There it is. Eric Jones. Thank you very much. Get understanding. You have to get understanding of the business. How many of us can honestly say we did not get understanding before we started our business? How many of us can honestly say, I know I'm going to be one of them. I just wanted to make some money, right? I didn't understand nothing about this business, but I wanted to make a ton of money, right? Just like most of us, we want to be real effective in life, right? But we really ain't getting the understanding that we need to be effective in life, right? So I'm going to give you the first resource is in this book. I'm going to definitely say for everybody, the first book I want you to read is Your First Year in Network Marketing. Your First Year in Network Marketing. That's the book that I'm suggesting to you, all right? And I'm not saying read the book, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. I'm saying study the book and follow what it's giving you. Did you hear what I just said? See, some people are just reading through it and they're not doing any of the assignments that it's actually telling you to do. Because if you read that book and you follow and do what it tells you to do, you can't do nothing but have the success. Am I making sense? You can't get nothing but the success in it, period. So as we're giving you these books, I don't want you to just get the books and say, oh yeah, Kemp, I read that book. I read that book. I got that book, right? That's not going to get it. It's like, would y'all, no, I'm not going to go here because this ain't no religious setting. So at the end of the day, it's read, study, and then do the things that it's saying. So when people say, well, how do you do this business? I just told you, get the book, Your First Year in Network Marketing, and it will give you understanding to how to actually do the book. Does that make sense? For all you veterans in there, y'all know I'm telling the truth, right? So getting started is understanding the business model, not understanding paycations. Listen to what I just said. Paycations is the byproduct. How many of us already know Paycations works? Paycation works, okay? As far as you don't have to sell it, you don't have to do any of that, it works. I guarantee you somebody in this room has used this product, Paycations Travel, right? We all know everybody want to do it. Yes, that's all good. But you got to understand the business first so that you can do it right. So when you're actually inviting people. So getting started, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to just give you some facts. Everybody should have this on the back of their, everybody should have this on the back of your back office. Okay? Oops, not that. Not that. You should have that too. But everybody, all right, let me just talk about this. Does everybody have the PowerPoint presentation downloaded to their computer? Just because you're not doing the PowerPoint or presentations Do you actually have the PowerPoint presentation downloaded to your? Okay. If you don't, I encourage you to do that today. All right. Do that today. Okay. So now that way you'll have some kind of scripting, and as you're going through it, because guess what? The people that's actually doing presentations is the people that's making the most money. So the people that's don't making the most money, what you want to do what they're doing. So they're doing the presentation. So it's time for you to start doing the presentation, right? And literally learning how to do the presentation. So with that being said, you definitely want to download that. And there was a reason for me to open that. Somebody needed to hear that. Okay, now, quick start training. All right. Everybody got this PowerPoint downloaded to their back to their desk. Because if you come to me and say, well, Kemp, how do you get started? Then I know somebody hasn't led them to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, I can promise you enough. See, everybody is coming up with their own system, and at the end of the day, it's like, where's my sponsor? Where's this? Nobody is helping me. Ladies and gentlemen, the company has put everything on that back office that you need to be successful in this business. Did you hear what I just said? Everything you need to be successful in this business, the company has already put it on your back office. I'm not showing you nothing that's not on your back office. As you will see, even in the first slide of this, it says you should log into your back office, watch the training videos, take the test, and become a certified travel consultant, right? So how do I do this? Log into your back office, watch the training video, take the test, and become a CTC, certified. The next thing is, it says what? Take a fam trip. Okay, take a fam trip. And what does that mean? Familiarize yourself with your websites, vacationonline.com, and things of that nature, right? Familiarize yourself with this, right? And it says, do what? Share the site with friends and book some travel, take a trip. I'm really going to talk about the fam trip at the end of the day. They say 70% of the people that quit this business never even went into their back office. Ladies and gentlemen, stop trying to help people who are not willing to follow directions, because guess what? Most of you will find yourself spending a lot of time with people who just really hasn't made a decision to do the business and get started. Do you follow what I'm saying? Like, people sign up, but they don't get started. People sign up, but they don't get started. Yes, yes. All right. So with that being said, until I get this phone call, like people will call me up and say, Kemp, I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to build this business. And you know where I'm going to go from it right now? I'm going to say, go to your back office, download the 4 steps to getting started, and call me when you have gone through those 4 steps. Right? Exactly. They sign up, but they don't sign in. Let's put it up like that. They sign up, but they don't sign in. Absolutely. Great statement. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the people who want to be successful, let's go through these 4 steps. Can everybody log into their back office? Yes. Can everybody take a fam trip? Yes. Can everybody share their site with friends? Yes. Can everybody book some travel and take a trip? Yes. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, if they're saying, well, I don't want to share my site with my friends and family, I don't want to look at my website, I don't have time, I don't have time to look at my fam trip, then why are you wasting my time? Why are you wasting my time if you don't have your time, or you're not willing to make time? Does that make sense? Ladies and gentlemen, when you get signed up, this business is not going to build for you. You have to build it. So when people say, I want to help my team, I want to do this, ladies and gentlemen, please be mindful that you are hurting your team when you're on the phone with them all of the time trying to tell them what to do. You cannot tell grown folks what to do. You will stagnate yourself. What this company pays you to do is to build your business. Are you following what I'm saying? So for those that saying my upline ain't there for me and this is not, that is so untrue. It's crazy. Okay? So with that being said, all of these leaders in this group, I guarantee you, we have a Facebook group, we have a website, we have phone numbers, we have leaderships that's on the back office. For those that may not know, our website is creatorsofwealth.com. Write it down. Somebody type it in for me. www.creatorsofwealth.com. Okay? So when you're calling your upline and they're not answering the phone and all of that stuff, they probably know that you're calling them to complain about something. And at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Complaining does not get you a check on Friday. At the end of the day, we got to change our belief, change ourselves, and we got to go out here and go to work. It's not that we don't care about you. Because the way we're showing you we care is because we don't want you to keep on going into the nonsense. But if you're saying, Kemp, I got a three-way, Kemp, I got somebody, Kemp, I have a question, guess what? I'm right there. I'm right there. And I'm saying that in front of the room. You got your diamonds, Bruce, Ron Jones, you got Preston Scott. Those are your diamonds that's ahead of everybody is in this room is under one of those people. And if you're in this room and you're not under one of those people, you now have access to us. So at the end of the day, this is what we do to support you, to help you build. But we're not going to build the business for you. I can't log into your back office. I don't have your password. I can't take a fam trip. I've already taken my own. And at the end of the day, share your site with your friends. I can't do that. So this is what we have to do. Step 1, 4 steps to success. And everybody can do this. All right. Going to the next step. Make a list of 100 names. Now, I'm going to be very honest and transparent. It took me probably about 6 years to write my list. Can I just be honest? I'm not here to fake for nobody. It took me about 6 years before I wrote the list because of the way I was thinking. Did you hear what I said? It's the way I was thinking. It wasn't nothing else. The only thing that stops you from being coachable is the way you're thinking. I don't have a list. I don't know anybody. I don't think that's so untrue. You have to know people to exist. Make a list of 100 names. Do I have to make 100 names today? Do I have to make the list of 100 names today? Do I have to do that? No. No, I don't. Okay. See this list? Do that look like 100 names, ladies and gentlemen? Does this look like 100 names? No, it's not. It's not. There is a reason why we say write your list. Are you following what I'm saying? I'm just being very transparent. The only reason why you have not gotten started because of this right here. And I'm just going to be very, again, transparent. Write your list. As you're writing this list, guess what? Start today. I want everybody to take out a piece of paper and just write 2 or 3 names on the list. How long do you want to do your business? How long do you want to do your business? How long do you want this business to pay you out? How long do you want to, right? forever, right? You want it to pay your children's children. You want it to pay your grandchildren, right? Okay, so think like this, ladies and gentlemen. Just because he's telling me to write my list, that doesn't mean that you may not have 100 names in your list. You may not. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, can I say this? Can you at least start the list of 10 or 15 or 20 names? And as you go forward, you can continue to generate your list. And it will turn into a point that you now have 2, 3, 4,000. But all we got to do is, can I get you started today? Can we just get you started today on building your business? That's my job. That's all my job is. I'm not going to sit here and like, oh God, no. Because ladies and gentlemen, as your belief builds, your list builds. As your income builds, your list builds. As you travel, your list will build. As you get more understanding, your list will build. Does that make sense? You follow what I'm saying? The only reason why you're afraid to make the list of the people that work with you and the president of the bank, because your belief system isn't where it's at right now. You don't think they need it. But as you develop, your list will develop. Is that making sense? Yes? Hopefully, I'm really trying to drive something home. But ladies and gentlemen, you got to get started today. You got to get started. Some of you are holding on to some stuff that's not allowing you to make your list. Some of you have had some experiences and you didn't have success, so you're afraid. Some of you have had people say stuff like, oh, what are you doing now? So you're afraid of them saying that. Ladies and gentlemen, as you build, your list will build. Am I making sense? Okay, now we're going to get into the launch your business within 24 hours of enrollment. Launch your business within 24 hours of enrollment. So how many of you have already enrolled and you've been in the business more than 24 hours? Me? So, do you think it's too late to launch your business? Heck no. Heck no. Absolutely not. So, y'all see this? This is my calendar book. Okay? This is the calendar book. If you want to increase your income, you have to increase your activity, right? Would y'all agree? So, as I'm saying, I launched my business 2013, all right? 2013, December the 1st, okay? December the 1st of this year, I'm going to launch my business again because we now have a fourth leg. Everybody know that? Y'all should just clap that one up. Just clap, 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 clap. I'm starting my business on, watch this, I'm starting my business on December the 1st. Again, because I now have a fourth leg to build. So it's time for me to get started all over again. And I'm going to do exactly what I did on December the 1st of 2013 as we get ready to go into 2014. And here in 2015, I'm in the top income earners, right? So guess what? I got another leg to build. It's time to go to work again because guess what? I plan on being in the top 20 again. That's my plan at the end of the day, right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, December the 1st, I'm going to launch my business. Who wants to launch with me on December the 1st? That's totally up to you. I'm going to tell you what I am going to do on that day because as we start to build, I can't tell nobody in here what to do, But I can tell you this, what I'm going to do. And if you want to follow, I am a leader. You're more than welcome. If not, guess what? Continue to do what you're doing. But I have made a decision to start my business all over again come December the 1st, 2015, because I want my 2016 to be better than my 2015. Are you with me? Yes or yes? So with that being said, I'm right back here where we started at. Starting December the 1st, I am going to do a 40-day, 40-night blitz. 40-day, 40-night blitz. Now, if you already have instructions from your leaders, ladies and gentlemen, then and everything is already in motion, don't let me distract you. But I know there's a fourth leg, and I know there's a lot of people that do follow. And at the end of the day, this is for you. All right. So 40 days and 40 nights. I am going to do webinars. Okay. I'm going to do webinars literally every single night for 40 days and 40 nights, starting December the 1st. The reason why I'm going to do webinars every single night is simply because it's time to increase my activity. I also like webinars because I know it's getting cold outside and I don't like to go in the cold. So I'm going to use the platform of the webinar for 40 days and 40 nights. It's time to create new leadership. It's time to create new folks. It's new blood. Everything is going to be new as we're moving forward, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to create some videos. We're getting ready, and I'm literally, it's only November the 14th, but as I'm pushing, and most of you have been involved with us when we did this, when we first got started, and this is how we got to national in about 6 months. 6 months. And it wasn't executive, it was regional. So within these next 40 days, the 40 days is what's creating your infrastructure of your network. The infrastructure of your network. So we're going to launch, and at this time, I am going to really be I'm having some business meetings. So what does that mean? Listen to what I'm about to say. And this is being recorded so you can listen back to it for your listening pleasure, to take your notes if I'm moving too fast. I'm going to sit down with partners and I'm going to say something like, listen, I'm about to work on my biggest project that I've ever worked on in my life, starting on December the 1st. I believe that this will change the history of my life. At the end of the day, if there was a way that you could put $5,000 to $10,000 on your bottom line over the next 6 to 12 months, would you like to hear more information? Yes or no? All right. I'm right there. So now as I'm starting this position off, I'm going to show them the importance and the significance of this company. All right. All right. Everybody understand this, right? So with this being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not giving them, I just asked them, do they want more information? Okay. What's going to happen is I'm going to sit you down with one of my business partners, and we are going to go over the strategy, because now it's all about strategizing this business, because we're looking at 6 to 12 months. That's not a long time. But at the end of the day, we have to be effective because we have to have management so that I have something to measure this thing by. That's why I'm saying 40 days and 40 nights. Ladies and gentlemen, is this going to take a lot of sacrifice on my part? Absolutely, it's going to take a lot of sacrifice on my part. But at the end of the day, sacrifice brings commitment. And if you could be at $10,000 a year from now, is it worth your sacrifice. That's all. See, you have to answer that question, not me. But at the end, when I started in 2013, ladies and gentlemen, I wrote the check in 2013. And I said by 9/16/2014, I wanted to be at $10,000 in residual income. Do you follow the mindset that I'm talking about? I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to build nobody's travel or book nobody's travel. I'm here to create a $10,000 residual income, period. All right? So with that, then that's just me. I'm just saying that's all. That's what I'm focused on right now. At the end of the day, this is how I'm speaking to my business partners, and this is how my business partners need to speak to their business partners, because you got $10,000 a month coming in, $7,000 a month. You traveling. You're going to travel. You're not going to have no problem going on trips and stuff. Am I right? So first things first, let's get the money right. And that was the head. This is my head. I'm not talking. See, most of our challenges come down to the one thing: money. Money. Once I understood watch this. Once I understood network marketing. See, after I read the book, after I got around leaders that was making them big money, I then understood that they launch their business. They don't just start a business. They don't just sign a person up. They're doing business. This is called business. Okay? So with that being said, if that's the mindset, that's what you are going to attract. So I'm not thinking about people that's interested in doing all. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking anybody that wants to book travel, because if you're already booking travel and you had a potential to make a lot of money, then do so. But and that's why I said it's different for. Excuse me. It's different for everyone. What you get in the business for, this is different for you. So you may focus on 100 clients in your database to build your travel compensation. That's what you. But right here, when I'm launching, I want to have the 10,000 residual income. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm just saying, it's just a whole lot better when checks is coming in every week, and it's not better when checks is coming in every month. Now watch this. Do I still have customers? Yes. All my business partners are customers. All of them, because all of us are booking travel. Do y'all get it? We all booking travel. So at the end of the day, we're still doing what we're supposed to do. We're just building the residual side, and that's what the priority is. So in launching, it's got to be piquing interest. Piquing interest is what I just said. If there was a way you could put $5,000 to $10,000 on your bottom line over the next 6 to 12 months, would you be interested in hearing more information? Ladies and gentlemen, who just heard me pique whose interest in here did I just pique by saying just that? Right? Everybody's interest is piqued at that point. I didn't say what it is or nothing. I just piqued their interest. And then I'm going to say, look, I'm going to show you the plan. Are you with me? I'm going to show you the plan. And when I'm going to show them the plan, guess what? I'm going to have at least 10 to 15 people on December the 1st to look at or coming on that call. You follow what I'm saying? But prior to that, while I'm launching in this stage between now, which is the 14th, and the December the 1st, I'm right now working on piquing their interest at the end of the day and lining them up. So that way, when they get coming on the call on December the 1st, all of them will be launching their business. Does that make sense? So I'm working up to, so now I don't want to just have 10 or 15. I want those 10 people to have their 10 people on that first call. And now we have 100 and some people on that first call. Does that make sense? So I'm really trying to get you here because we're going to another level. So I'm already committed to my 10 that will have 10. And if we all are in alignment on this call, it's going to be a lot of people on that launch call. Does that make sense? You see what I'm saying? Now watch this. If the next day I'm doing another webinar and I have 100 people on that call, guess what? And I'm saying to them, guess what? You want to have at least 5 to 10, and we're going to give you the 3-day, 2-night getaway. Do you see how now we have them having 2 to 3 people, 100 times 2 to 3 people on the next day? Guess what? We're going to have a whole lot of people on the next day and the next day. And that's the momentum. That's the momentum that I hope somebody getting this, because if you get it, you're going to see your whole lot. And a lot of you can tell me, Dolores, Natasha, all of these, Karen Clinton, Mike Saunders, all of these folks, listen, and you got to stay tunneled. And I'm hoping by December the 1st, we are in the new pay structure, because Lord knows when this thing go down to $99 and you getting people to join like crazy, it's game over. I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of income that is going to be created on this day. And once that energy is there, it's a wrap. That's why I'm saying December the 1st. I'm telling you, mark your calendars. And then for the next 40 days, you want to get extremely focused on what we're about to do. Are you following what I'm saying? Now, watch this. The only way on Saturdays, there's going to be about, let me see, I believe there's about 3 or 4 Saturdays in that 40 days. A couple of those days, we are going to do what we call blitz calls. The blitz calls go hour on the hour on the hour on the hour on the hour. So that means here, if I have Mike on the phone, Mike has his 10 or 20 of us on the phone, and then the next call is like, all we're doing is literally letting you know, you need to get yourself in this network, because when I show them what the network is going to do, people are going to be afraid not to get involved. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you something. Let me know when y'all can see the screen. I'm going to just show you why this works. All right. I'm going to give y'all the secret to this. Share your screen. This is a secret. Don't tell nobody else. I know y'all going to tell everybody. See, there is a difference when you are a builder versus a recruiter. Did you hear what I just said? There's a difference when you are a builder versus a recruiter. When you're building something, a plan, most of us never had the plan to build. A bill has infrastructure. A bill has a blueprint, right? So let me show you here, ladies and gentlemen. And everybody has this plan on their back office. Can y'all see the screen? I'm really helping somebody here today. This call might go a little bit over because it's going to be the call that helps everybody understand what we're doing. If you have to leave, I understand, but ain't no way I'm gonna leave on the plane. All right, everybody has this website, right? Everybody has this website. Yes or yes? All right. So with that being said, when you go to opportunity, right, it'll show you the plan on the right hand side, because it talks about the actual money. That's all of the hype stuff, you can have that. But when I look at this income, I'm learning how, once you understand, and I said, what's the first thing you do? You get understanding, right? So once you understand the money, then you can understand how you can get to 6 figures a month in 6 to 12 months, because it just makes sense, because it's numbers. Numbers don't lie, correct? So here's the plan. And we're just talking about the matrix side of this business. And this is all about the change for you in the back office, right? But if you look here, this red person right here would be the person that I'm talking to. I'm saying this is you. This is called real estate. Can y'all still hear me? This is called real estate. All right. Let me see if I can do something real fast. This is called real estate. So when you look at the shares that I'm sharing, here it is. Somebody say I paid $149 to get my profit share of this business. Does that make sense? I am doing, watch this again, I invested $149 to get my share of the shares in this company. So here you are at the top, and now you're saying, I'm going to build the network. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I say we are about to put 2,500 people. Now, I hear a lot of people saying Project 1,500. So let's go with the 1,500. We're about to do it. We're on Project 1,500. That means from here, we're going to put 1,500 people in this matrix over the next 40 days and 40 nights. Do you see the plan? So right here, do you want to be here, here, or here? See, when I'm looking at these 3 slots here, I'm saying if we're about to put 1,500, let's take Amir. Amir is out in Philadelphia. She just called me and said, guess what? This is it. So now the plan is, Amir, we're going to put another 1,500 people in Boca, Florida over the next 40 to 60 days. So, or 40 days and 40 nights. So with that being said, this is where Amir is. 1,500 people here under this matrix is going to have her sitting real pretty. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I need? I need somebody who can commit for the next 40 days and 40 nights. And at the end of the day, we said over the next 6 to 12 months, because numbers don't lie. Am I making sense? Numbers don't lie. See, everybody like, I'm committed, but you really are not committed to, because you don't have a plan. What are you committed to? You don't have nothing that you're committed. That's why because you don't see it the way we're seeing this thing. So it's nothing for me to say, okay, Amir, I'm going to work with you. I'm going to be coming down here at least 2 to 3 times. All I need is to have 50 people in that first meeting. At the end of the day, this is how we start getting shared. So I want Boca, Florida. I want Philadelphia. I want Australia. So who is the leader that's stepping up to the plate? Because now we're able to invest in you because you're committed. Because you can't stand up in front of the room and not be committed, because it's not coming from your heart. You're coming from I need, and you don't need. You have a plan that will put your life in a place that it'll never have been before if you believe in the plan. period. This is why now you're telling me it's a fourth leg on this? There's a fourth leg on this, and that takes you to a whole nother level? Okay, so, man, I'm about to lose it. I get excited every time. See, every time I look at the plan and that person that's committed, you cannot fail, because now we're showing it, and I'm asking this person, who wants to be this first, second, or third person? Do you think if I just showed you 1,500, you're talking about anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 a month residual income? Ladies and gentlemen, who would not want to go with this plan? So now your leaders are documented. Your leaders are documented. Am I making sense here? So when we go out here and log in, and we can look at this thing, because see, when I'm sitting with people, I'm showing them the process. I'm already financially free. I'm already doing this full time. And I log into the back office, and you'll see, okay, who wants to be that person that's on your levels, right? Who wants to be that person? 1,403 people. Those 3 people right there, they are looking real pretty right now. I can tell you each one of them got at least $2,000 to $3,000 a month coming in monthly income. I guarantee you, you're not going to have no problem putting somebody, and they saying they want to be the 4th person. See, y'all think you got to have 1 million people to be at the top. I got 20 personals, 20. But it's about developing the people. I got to build all, I got to have all this. You don't have to. I've had people come and go and come and go and come and go. But if I can help, look, Jesus had 12 disciples, right? Y'all keep thinking that you need 1 million people. You don't need 1 million people. You just have to have a plan that 1 million people will follow. That's a principle. That's a principle. I can't find nobody. When we say make a list, we said make a list of 100, so the 100 can help you get some income to take you to the thousands. That way you can now invest in radio shows, commercials. You can do the paper ads. You can do all of this stuff. You got to see the process, understand it, and then you'll give yourself more belief. I can do this. I can do this. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what this business is about. How do I get started? I have to get understanding. That's why I hang out with the leaders. That's why I hang out with the top, so that I could really understand how to do this. Okay, I can take one person. I told Nina just said it, Diamond in Training. Guess what? All I need you to do, Nina, is have 3 or 4 people on your webinar on December. Everybody can do this, because I'm approving. If I said to each and every one of you on December the 1st, all I need you to do is have 10 people on that call, December the 1st, and everybody who does it, I'm going to give you $10,000. For everybody who has 10 people on that call, I'm going to make sure you have $10,000. I'm going to write a check for $10,000 to you. How many people do you think would have 10 people on that call? And how many people do you think would be asking me, I need a script. I need to know how. What do I got to do? Nobody in this room would have a problem in having 10 people on the room. But it's the programming of your expectation. And now all of a sudden you're saying, I don't know nobody. But if you knew that you was going to have $10,000 on that day, and you know this is before Christmas, man, at $10, I will definitely have, 10 people. Oh my God. Oh girl, we're going to have a good Christmas, because I see that I'm going to get $10,000 and I'm going to be able to get this and I'm going to be able to get that. How many of y'all know I'm talking real talk right now? With no problem. You won't be asking me, well, Kim, can you write a script? Can you do this? I don't have nobody. Nobody will be saying none of that stuff. That's why your leaders don't get all involved with your emotions. Get out of your way. Just simply say, at the end of the day, guess what? I'm going to have 10 people on this call tonight. I'm going to have your expectation. Your expectation. It ain't how to do this business. This business is very simple. Serve people, share the information, invite them to the information. But you got all of this stuff in your head. This person won't do it. This person won't do it. This person won't do it. I know she tired of hearing from me. I know this person. And that's the only thing that's stopping you from building your business. That's the only thing that's stopping you from getting started. Your mind, your mindset. That's why every single morning I do personal development. Every morning at 9 o'clock. I commit. Do you think I make sacrifice to do that call Monday through Friday? Absolutely. But guess what? Guess who needs the personal development first? Kemp Satchel. Kemp Satchel. But I do it so that you would actually do it. And then some of us do have to work, but I do record the call. But I promise you, if you commit to your personal development, your life will never be the same. As you heard Tony Robbins just share in that video, it's not the business, it's not getting started, it's contaminated. It's contaminated because of your bad verbiage, bad experiences, bad this, bad that, bad. You don't encourage yourself. You discourage yourself. You don't talk to yourself right. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in the business. You don't understand the business. You don't go to events. You don't get on the call. You think it's redundant. It's just the way you're thinking. But come December the 1st, I'm going to relaunch this business again. I'm committed. 40 days and 40 nights. I'm getting started. And I'm not getting started then. I'm getting started now. See, y'all think it's then. No, I'm getting started now because it's going to take me this time to get those 10 people in order. So now on the 1st, I got 10 new people launching on December the 1st. Did you hear what I'm saying? Not me having 10 people on the call, 10 people that'll have 10 people on the call December the 1st. That's how you launch. So if you're giving them that plan, we already know we're going to have over 100 people on the call, Vicky. So if I got Vicky, Dynamic Deidre, Dynamic Debbie, I got Nina, I got Elmir, I got the people that saying Jared, they saying, okay, Kemp, I have my 10. So now I want you guys to have your 10 because wouldn't it be nice for the people that you invite, they go national with you? Am I making sense? See, everybody said, oh, I made national, but wouldn't it be nice that we all hit national together, that we all hit, but guess what? We got to have people who are committed to the plan. We got to have people who are committed to the plan. I don't want to be up here on the top 20. It just really, it blesses me when I looked at that top 20 yesterday, right? My blah, 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 recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, top 40. When I looked at this list yesterday and I saw there was a Kemp, okay, there was a Bruce Bailey, there was a Ron Jones. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I want everybody in this room to hit this top 40 list. The more we see, the better your leadership. The more you see, the better your leadership. I know Preston is like right there. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm on the phone with Preston. What do we have to do to get you on this top 40? That is the plan. The plan is that we all, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen, who would not commit to $149 when you share the plan? The heck with all of this other foolishness. Show me the plan, and that's value. The better your value. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. I'll just put it out there like this. Right? I'm going to put it out here like this. And I'll just show the image. Okay? That's just the image. That's the image. $149 investment. $149 investment. Who would make the investment, ladies and gentlemen? Who would spend $149 to drive this car? I'm serious. Who would commit 40 days and 40 nights to drive this car? See, the beautiful thing that the company now has the car bonus. They didn't have that last year, but they just told me that once the person hit international, you are driving a Mercedes-Benz and the company is going to pay for it. So if I wrote on here who wants to drive this car for $149 and 40 days worth of work, how many of you think? See, when I'm sharing the vision of this company, ladies and gentlemen, that's what the company has given you to build your business. You don't see it that way, though. You don't see it. And see, now when you drive in the car, now all your friends is trying to keep up with the Joneses, and they're paying for their own car, where your company is paying for your car, and they trying to keep up with you. See, this is how it's going to go. It's the lifestyle that we are provided with. Ladies and gentlemen, 40 days, 40 nights. Who's going to drive their Mercedes-Benz? That's all I'm going to say. I'm committed to the build. I'm not committed to the pill. I'm committed to the build, not the pill. That's why I'm committed to personal development. I'm committed to building my business. I'm not making money. I'm building wealth. Are you following what I'm saying? That's just the Bible and what he has talked about. All I can say is, do you have the vision? Do you believe in yourself? Do you desire this type of lifestyle? Do you deserve this type of lifestyle? Because if you do not increase your confidence, your belief, you will only live the lifestyle that your life is based on in your personal development. That's all, folks. Are you with me? That's it. That's it. At the end of the day, I truly want to thank each and every one of you for coming out today. I know that I have gone way over. Oh, no, it's only 1 minute. Definitely. TheTeamWebinar.com. TheTeamWebinar.com is where this Blitz call. I'm going to have some literature put up. I'm going to have some videos done. Just know that all they have to do is 40 days, 40 nights as we continue to move forward. I know leaders are all over the place right now. You got Bruce Bailey and all of them down there in the northern or southern Carolina somewhere. You know, you got Ron Jones. I just got off the phone with him. Coach Kevin, I talked to him earlier today. People are on a mission, ladies and gentlemen. You got a brand new fourth leg to actually start building on. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you know what you have to do? You have to get started mentally. Makes sense? All right. All right. Also, I'm done with the training. Also, just a few things. Everybody, please let it be known that let me turn this recording off.